We have not done one of these in such a long time. Feels weird being in this little layout again. Oh, and I had to yawn like right before that. Of course I did. Of course I did. Wow. Wow. But hi everyone, welcome. How are we doing today? Today is Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday. Finally, it's Thursday. I mean, it's almost Friday. Yeah! It's almost Friday. But today's Thursday, April 24th, 2025. Welcome in, guys. Today, we have a really cool stream. I like doing this type of streams. I think they're just so fun. They're so like heckin' cools. Feliz jueves. Yeah, feliz jueves, everyone. Feliz jueves. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, today we are going to be doing something more yappy based, but it's more like themed yapping, I guess. This is more themed yapping. But today we are doing I don't know how familiar you guys are with the show Family Guy. Who here watches Family Guy? The hit Seth MacFarlane adult cartoon. I don't know of anyone who actually doesn't watch Family Guy, so but in case you don't know, yeah, it's an adult cartoon, but pretty much they have an episode where Peter Griffin gets put onto like a news station because he's a good yapper, and then they give him his own segment called What Grinds My Gears. It's supposed to be aimed towards the people of Quahog giving their frustrations and pet peeves and just being able to rant out and being able for him to rant out as well live on TV because it's funny. It's funny watching people get angry. So yes, this segment, what I like to call What Grinds My Gears, is 100% inspired by that episode because I just think that's a funny episode. And honestly, sometimes we do need streams like this. We do need moments like this where you could just be like, you are valid. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. But yeah, we could just rant out, say our pet peeves, and just like this is our ranting space, pretty much. Yeah, we're gonna let loose all of our big feelings and everything, and just also talk about, you know, all of our rants and feelings, and see if they're justified or not. If they're justified, or we're just being too silly, or everything, the whole world is silly. Usually it comes down to that. The world is silly. But yeah, I have a cool whole layout that's actually inspired by that episode as well. I'll even get the screenshot so you guys can see it. I don't have the little TV border, but as you can see, wow, pretty close, am I right? We're on the wrong side, because I personally like being on this side of the camera, or on the side of the stream, but as you can see, yeah, it's pretty spot on. Am I right? Yeah, look at that. Wow, so spot on. She's so cool. She knows how to, make her own layouts. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So today we're gonna be doing what really grinds my gears, which is a pet peeves ranting, just letting out all of our feelings type of stream. Mostly focused on what you guys said in, but I will also be talking about my pet peeves as well, either inspired by your pet peeves or just other tangents that we're gonna go on. This will be very tangenty, by the way. Get ready for tangents. So if you guys would like to submit a pet peeve, a rant, or anything like that, feel free to use the YouTube Q&A function that is pinned in the messages in chat. Just put it there and it should be good to go. It might bonk some of you guys if you make it too explicit though. Just make sure it's all within Twitch, or not Twitch. Make sure it's all within YouTube TOS, and then yeah, you guys should be good. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Okay. Oh, we're getting a lot of good ones. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 so far. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Feel free to submit as many as you want, by the way. Like, I really have no limitations. Honestly, the more the merrier. Again, this is a space where we can just rant about it and just like be super unfiltered and just give our own thoughts. And I will say there will probably be some I disagree with or stuff that I'll agree with. So if you can't handle someone disagreeing with how you feel, or your opinions or anything like that, first of all, get off the fucking internet and grow the fuck up. Second of all, go touch grass. That's how I feel. Again, we're really unfiltered during these streams, okay? We're really, really, really unfiltered. So I hope you guys don't mind that. Alright, so before we begin, let's go ahead and say hello to you guys. Let's say hello. Feel free to drop an emote in chat or say hello. Whatever you do, make yourself known and say hello to the participants chat. And while you guys do that, let's go ahead and say hello to our lookers and ball watchers. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. No matter what you guys are doing, working hard, playing hard, studying hard, or watching about it later time, or you're being really eepy like me, because I don't know why I'm being eepy right now, but I'm somewhat eepy. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Thursday, and I hope I can provide some background noise or entertainment as you're grinding out the end of the week. Yeah! Yeah. Alrighty, so let's go and say hello to everyone here. Let's say hello to Alex, Arthur, Cornelius, Catman, Corvus, Darkshadow, Enkaro, Gasper, 𝗕𝗿𝗵𝗺, Miliana, and Kent, Neripo, Rednia, Sedada, Sanran, Sangus, and Tomya. Yeah! Love your vids. Thank you. I don't really post that many videos, though. You mean my streams? Hello, Celia. How are you? Welcome. Man, you guys are really pouring them in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Alrighty. Dang, should we start already? I think we gotta start. Yeah, I think we gotta start. Oh my goodness, am I even getting to all of them? Hold on, one. I feel like I'm missing some. Let me see, hold on. Pop out. Ooh, okay. Okay, I got it, chat. Don't worry, I caught all the pet peeves here. Don't worry, they're here, chat. Don't worry. You sending the rant I wrote. Thank you for sending it in. Just trying to get everything prepped and on my end. I like the one where you make fun of Jannies. Well, not my fault they do it for free. Maybe they shouldn't freaking do it for free and they wouldn't get made fun of. Jeez, get a fucking job. Yeah. Well, then again, the Jannies are probably glowies anyways, so they are technically probably getting paid by USAID or like some bullshit to Janny for 4chan. So yeah, technically on paper they're doing it for free. But in reality, they actually probably weren't doing it for free if they were actual government employees from the FBI, ATF, CIA. But just on paper, you know, we can still make fun of it. Yeah, but they did. They took up the job for free, if that makes sense. Sapphire Phoenix, thanks so much to follow. What could I say? Happy. Yeah, that's real glowy behavior. Exactly. Okay. Let's go ahead and I guess get started for today. Are you ready to get started, chat? We're ready to get started. Alrighty. So, I want to start off today with something. I want to start off with something very controversial, actually. I'm gonna kick it off. My what grinds my gears will kick it off. And this has been something I've been very vocal about the past couple of weeks, given the current state of, like, you know, VTuber graduations. But you wanna know what grinds my gears, chat? People emotionally crashing out at VTuber graduations. And I don't mean just being sad, or just being like, you know, kind of sad or disappointment that their 𝗠ście is leaving. Because, you know, it's going to be a completely different personality if they do decide to come back. But I mean, like, full-on attacking people, being super unreasonable, letting their emotions just take over all aspects of, like, their thinking process. To the point where they just become more of an asshole. And you don't want to, like, sympathize with, like, how they feel. Do you know what I don't know if that makes it. This is very, very specific, by the way. VTuber grinds her gears live on stream. Yep, exactly. I don't know if that makes sense, because, like, I get it. If it's graduation's sad, okay? But the moment you start being an asshole about it and being super unreasonable, coming up with schizo theories, saying that X companies are dead or like VTubing is dead, man, VTubing isn't dead. You just gave up on it. I'll be so real. You decided to give up when it was easy to give up, not when it got hard. They would call into work due to a graduation if they weren't unemployed. Probably. And that's the thing too. I feel like definitely it's harder for more people to like kind of see it that way, because I don't know. I think it's just an autism thing for me. There's a difference between being sad and having a full out Joker arc. Yep, exactly. And at the same time, when you do crash out emotionally like that, part of me gets like so concerned, because it's like, are you really letting something like this like affect you so much that you can't like even get out of bed? And I get it. See, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think you should definitely like unironically seek help if something like this is really, really affecting you. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not criticizing the action, but I'm criticizing how they are handling said action. Like, it's just a complete like cycle of like letting like this feeling of like dread and everything just like hover over them because their 𝗠ście is graduating. Like, unironically, please go see therapy, go touch grass, because it shouldn't be to the point that you can't function as a human being. Do you know what I mean? Parasocial not even once is like a friend actually. Yeah, it's like that's a thing too. A lot of people do, because you saw Giga's tweet about it, right? Everyone took that shit out of context. But like, truly, yes, while a personality is technically dying, the person behind it is not. And I don't know, I find it kind of weird to treat it as like an actual death than to, you know, to see it as someone like moving on with their life. I don't know. And that's what it is. No, you're right, 𝗏𝗏𝗏. That's what it is. It really is parasocial. That is true parasocialism. That is the parasocialism we should be freaking like actually having alarm bells like ring off in our head and be like, that's not normal, you know? I understand it. I sympathize with it, but I don't think it should be tolerated. You know, it's one thing to understand why it happens. It's another to be like, well, this can't keep happening. You can't be emotionally crashing out to the point that like, yeah, it affects your everyday life and how you function, how you think. What's up with everyone threatening people What's up with everyone threatening people to VTuber graduate? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. I think you have to rephrase it a little bit better. That doesn't make sense English-wise. Other people should not. Yeah, other people should not. That's the key right there. Other people should not be your hobby, because then again, I come from a streamer perspective where it's like, I understand at the end of the day, the people that are behind, there's real people behind our favorite celebrities, our favorite, you know, streamers, our favorite VTubers. And I feel like a lot of people, at least like after my generation, kind of missed out, or not missed out, but like don't fully understand that. So yeah, TLDR, what grinds my gears is emotional crash outs at VTuber graduations. It's really concerning how often this is happening. It's really concerning that, you know, something like this is really affecting people. And I think it's a bigger topic when it comes to parasocialism and definitely mental health. And I would really recommend people, if you are genuinely affected by something as a VTuber graduation, or like your favorite content creator leaving or anything like that, stop uploading. I unironically, and I mean this from like my heart, like I'm coming from a place of concern and worry. You should definitely seek therapy. You need to talk to someone. You need to, you know, learn to appropriately handle these emotions. That's all I gotta say. Do we agree or disagree, chat? Please tell me you disagree. Please make me the asshole. Yeah, this is now gonna turn into am I the asshole or not? Am I the asshole, chat? Am I the asshole? You ever seen idol culture in Japan? The reaction of VTubers is child play in comparison. Okay, I don't think you know what fucking idol culture is, so why don't you shut the fuck up, honestly? If I had to be honest, if we had to bring in the idol culture thing, no, you don't know anything about idol culture. You do not. Honestly, it's the other way around. It's really been the other way around. Idol culture is freaking like the crash outs that people have when it comes to idol culture, nothing compared to VTuber culture. I have never seen anyone. I have seen people crash out like that, but the amount in VTubers is significantly way worse. It is really, really bad in VTubing. It's the other way around. No, you're not an asshole. I'm getting really pet peeved about people getting unreasonably mad about a certain con. Like there's one ultimatum to take. I will talk about that here in a bit, but I also got to be really careful how I talk about it. I can understand being sad that you no longer see them, but I don't think you should stop from functioning as a whole as a person. It's just concerning. I just think you should seek therapy. Like, actually, if one person that doesn't know you exist is stopping their activities, and that it's gonna affect how you function every single day from here on out. You know? I think the fact that something makes it easier for people to hype up their own emotions like we see. Yep, exactly. Some VTuber fans are so freaking parasocial. Not you guys, at least, right? You guys are the normal ones. Yeah, you guys are the really cool and normal ones. I would not be surprised to put someone's parasocial to me. If you are parasocial to me, I want to shut that down right now. I'm a real person behind this. My model literally looks like me in real life. I don't intend on doing anything. I'm just here to be silly. I'm not here to GFE. I'm not here to GFE. I'm really not. No, just psychotic, possibly autistic. Me too! Oh my god! Yeah, we're totally not like the... Yeah, you're totally not like the other VTuber fans. Trust me. Have you been in therapy? Personally, yes I have. Yes I have. Currently going back to therapy, actually, because really need it. Really need it. Unironically, okay. Here's another one. Here's another one before we read you guys. Keep sending y'all in, and then we'll go over one. But here's another one. Well, you all know what grinds my gears? People not doing therapy when they should. Damn, does it help? Damn, I don't care if... I really don't care about the negative stigma that therapy has. Damn, does it fucking help? Does it fucking help to talk to someone? Especially someone with outside perspective of, like, your situations. Because you think you know it all, and then you repeat the situation to someone, and it's like, oh, I never considered that perspective. Oh, I never considered looking at it that way. I never considered this. And it's so helpful. It really puts your head back on, like, your shoulders for, like, a good solid week. It really, really helps. Go to therapy, please. It actually... you have to do it. It just helps so much. Am I a woman? I think I'm just a woman. I think that's what it is. Never mind. You know what grinds my gears? Being a woman. Therapy only works trying to do. Some people get a therapist to the app and never improve. That's the other ticket too. People misuse therapy. True. You know what grinds my gears? Being a woman. Because people know about VTuber PLs. They'll just go and say what their favorite VTuber graduate just look at sends out a sub account. That's cringe too. Like, fuck, let them come back at their own time. Stop freaking looking for PLs. Like, when it fucking... The moment they graduate. Like, just let them come back at their pace. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, anyways. Let's go ahead and get on to everyone else's. Get on to everyone else's, because we have a lot to go through. Okay, from Arthur, we have the rent is too damn high. Hell yeah, Rufy! Your pet peeve is the rent is too high? Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah, brother. I'm so fucking tired because I have to help one of my family members possibly get an apartment soon. And I'm looking at the prices in the area and I'm like, God fucking damn, how are they gonna do it? Like, they're in school. They're gonna be in school. They're gonna be in college. Like, what the fuck am I... How can I help them? And it makes me angry. It makes me angry that I can't, like, Because I can't even afford like the rent that they are in their area. I can't even do that. And I would love to. But it's such out of my price. I don't know. I'm so tired of the rent, guys. I'll be real with you. Become a landlord? No. I mean, not all landlords are evil. But I don't want to be part of the problem as well. I gotta get an apartment and it's going to take 4 people for studio. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize that. I don't. Do you want me to read? Okay, chat. Do you think I should read names or should I not read names? I can just do them as anon. I can just do anon. These can all be anonymous. Y'all want them to be anonymous? I don't mind that. I just didn't think about that. I'm sorry. We should do it as anonymous. We're gonna do it as anonymous. Anon, please. Okay, no worries. No, I'll keep it anon for everyone then. I'll take ownership of my problem. Say my name. Arthur Tomlinson! The rent is too damn high! I hope that helps. I feel if we had to live with someone in order to have my place, there's no way with the prices I could ever afford to live by myself. Man, it's so fucking annoying. I'll be real with you. I'm tired of it. Unironically, I'm tired of the rent too. Okay, next one. Next anon says, few things grind my gears more than someone telling me to do something I was about to or was already doing, because screw you, I hate. Okay. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one. Here's the thing. Not everyone can read your mind. I learned this pretty hard recently. Not everyone can read your mind. Not everyone can see what you're doing at this moment. So they're going in, of course, with those assumptions. And it's frustrating. I know, it's really frustrating. I hate assumptions so much. But at the same time, they can't see what you're doing if they're in another room or they're outside the house. They can't read your mind. And I get it. It's annoying. But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, you gotta cut the other person's slack. But I get it. I get the feeling too. I get the annoying feeling. I truly get it. But what I learned recently is not everyone can just read our minds or know exactly what we're doing at every single moment of the day. Otherwise, that's weird. That is weird. And it's just one of those things we have to compensate about, you know? We have to compensate about it. I hate it. It did. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Usually just experience this with bossy people, and that's when I feel in charge. I work with several of them. Ah, okay, well that context, it makes sense. When it comes from like really harsh personalities. I get that. Nyaru honto. Yeah, no, then I agree with that. Especially when it's the personality types that just like make that even worse. I get it. But for example, if like I was just about to cook and then my aunt comes in and she's like, why aren't you cooking? And I'm like, I was just about to. And she's like, I don't see anything out. I'm like, I was literally just about to. I dislike people having the audacity to tell me what to do. But that's like life, man. That's life. That's a job. Have you not had a job before? But yeah, I half get it. I sympathize with it, but at the same time, it really depends on like the personality, you know? Alrighty, next one. Next anon says, what grinds my gears are all the shopping carts left scattered in the parking lot instead of designated. I hate this! Oh my god! Unironically, I actually hate this so much. Chat, I live in a very white state, okay? So I see this on a daily freaking basis. Especially in the fancy parts of towns. Oh my god. I literally judge a person. Like, do you want to know what's actually my one qualifier for like if I were to look for someone, like, you know, as like a relationship? If they put the carts back. Actually, it's 2 things. If they put their carts back in the correct place, and how they treat customer service people. If they can't do one or both, absolutely the fuck not. That is like, that just tells me everything I need to know about you as a person. Yeah, the shopping cart test. It's quite literally a good litmus test for basic human decency. The shopping cart test and the customer service test. If you're not nice to customer service and you cannot freaking like put back your cart, like, yeah, you're not a decent human being. Fuck you. I don't want anything to do with you. If I'm on a date, I'm sure to mention that and score some free points. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Take that. That's what I say. Take your... Okay, so here's a strat for my boys in here. Here's a strat. Okay, you wanna get to know your woman a little bit better after a couple of dates. Offer to cook at home after a few dates. Take her to the grocery store. Have her shop with you. Of course, if she's not enthusiastic about going to the grocery store with you to, you know, come up with something to cook, first of all, you should fucking dump her. Second of all, ask her to check out for you because let's just say you forgot something. And see how she and it's just like take note of how she interacts with like the staff and everything, or like her behavior and everything. Okay, and then afterwards, offer to carry the bags, but in exchange, she needs to go put the cart back. And if she just leaves it there, or throws it somewhere the fuck else and not in the correct spot, dump her. That is quite literally the human litmus test. If they cannot pass that, it doesn't matter, female, male, they, them, I don't fucking care how you identify. If you can't just do those simple two basic things, interacting with other humans in a decent manner and putting back your shopping cart, she's not for you. She's not for you. It's really not that hard to return a cart either. It's not. It's really not that hard. I do it every day! Ah! Anyways, that's like one of the worst ones. I can rant about this all day. Alright. Why do I stream late is the next pet peeve. I'm sorry if I stream late for you. It's actually normal time for me. But have you considered just moving across the world to get to my time zone? So that way it's no longer late for you. You know, it's just sometimes that's what you gotta do. I'm just kidding, of course. I'm kidding. I'm sorry I stream late for you. I'll try to do more early morning streams if I can. I don't know what time zone you're in, but yeah. MSC gang, yeah! Do you make a sandwich? I made a grilled cheese sandwich today. I can't see carts again like I used to after this. No, you can't. You can't. It's the perfect time for me right after work. Yeah, that's why I picked this time, because most Americans, like, they're getting off by now, so. Alrighty. Next one we have is IRL streamers don't belong in VTubing. Now, I have a hot take on this. I think IRL streamers, as long as they are respectful and don't turn VTubing into just a trendy mockery thing for their IRL content, I say, why the fuck not? However, if they only use VTubing as a grifty gimmick and only do it like once or twice, but try calling themselves like a VTuber like every fucking second of the day, then that's sus. That's freaking sus. I think, can I use myself as an example for this? I think I have a good balance of like that, because I mean, I use Kigurumi for my IRL streams and I do ham cams. But other than that, like, I don't really do that much IRL content per se. And even then, I try to not like do much of it either. I think I'm a good like good measures like 25 to 75%. You know, that's at the very generous end too. So I honestly don't mind IRL streamers as long as they are respecting VTubing and not using it as a quick gimmicky, grifty sort of like one-time use thing. You know, I don't mind it. All right, next one we have here, and I kind of relate to this one so much. Next one we have from Anon. I think you're the best VTuber, should stand an example for others. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm the best, honestly. I have a lot of faults. I don't think no one should aspire to be someone like me. But I appreciate the thought. IRL racing VTuber meta win. I mean, there's already a VTuber who is in like IndyCar racing. She doesn't drive the cars, but her VTuber image is on like the car. You're right, brown lady. I came for anime woman, not some guy in his 30s. So you have a problem with Bobby Niku's then? Do you have a problem with Bobby's, or is it that pink mouse? You mean Iron Mouse? No, not Iron Mouse. Her Personally, I'm not a fan of that VTuber because certain things I saw her do. So yeah. Whoa! Big thunder. No, I mean IRL streamers. Again, I think it's fine when they respect VTubing and they do majority VTubing. I just personally, for me, if they do too much of it, I just ignore them. Vine boom SFF. It felt like a vine boom in my house. I'll be real with you. Okay. Anyways, that's my hot take. If it's 100% IRL streamers just being in VTubing, I kind of agree with that. But if it's like IRL streamers trying out VTubing, but they're not being respectful or anything like that, then fuck them. But if they are trying out VTubing, seeing if it's for them, maybe something to consider, I think we should at least let them try. Because you never know, maybe we'll get another based anime woman here. But we gotta let people try. The one that's pink and light green color scheme. You mean Ashton? She's not like she's not IRL though. Ashton isn't IRL. Nor part of any like NASCAR or IndyCar stuff. That's just her aesthetic. Okay, next one. Oh, follow cake. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stage. Happy to have you here, friend. Thank you. Okay, next one we have here is suck graduating, damn it. Our hearts can't take it, but I'm not graduating. Plus, I think, okay, you all know grinds my gears, chat. When people think graduations are supposed to be sad, I never understood that. And I guess it does come from like my time in like idol culture where it's like the intent itself, yeah, of graduation because we're seeing someone leave is, yeah, kind of sad. But at the same time, I've always seen it as like a celebration of like someone moving up in the world. Because that was like the original intention of what graduation means. It means an idol who is stepping up in the world, who is supposed to be taking the next big step in their life, whether it be graduating from this small part-time idol to doing, you know, real life acting, more singing, more songwriting, more plays, or, you know, music production, anything it may be. Graduations are supposed to be something to celebrate because they're finally free of this, you know, sort of Hey, think of it like high school. Like, we don't leave high school. We don't disappear from high school. We graduate high school, you know? And we graduate college. That doesn't mean everything about college stops there. Doesn't mean everything about high school stops there for everyone. It just stops for us. But we move on to the next big part of our life. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really, really beautiful. I think that's something that should be celebrated. And I don't know. I guess my relationships when it comes to graduation is like, wow, I'm so happy that I see it as, wow, I am happy they're going to be now doing something that they probably have wanted to do for a long time. They're going to be in probably a less restrictive environment. They're going to be passionate about something a little bit more, because not all the time do you need to be under a corporate agency to, first of all, be successful. Second of all, you know, find your passion again. Because you can be passionate about VTubing, you can be passionate about idol stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't work out in a sense in your first part of life, and you want to reinvent it. You want to find a way to make it yours again. So you graduate. Maybe think of it's more like an Angel Beats graduation. No, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I have total tangible relation with my cartoon on the internet, and they are taken away from me. I don't know. I guess I just have a more weird outside perspective of it. Like, I get it. Like, again, the thing is, it's not that it's sad. It's just, I hope eventually people can understand that that's what graduations are all about. They're supposed to be symbolism of someone stepping up, not disappearing. Because if they were saying graduation, or not graduating, they were saying, because if they were truly retiring, they would say, I'm retiring from like VTubing. I am stepping down as a VTuber, or like anything like that. Retirement is the better term for that. Because again, at the end of the day, there's someone always piloting the VTuber that you like, and they're also a person too. And to say that they died because they're the most well-known part of themselves, aka their character, is pretty much gonna be locked behind doors is, I don't know, I find it kind of dismissive of all the hard work that person did put into that person. Or into that character. Some VTubers come back with a new persona, not all, but some. Exactly. Realize how many people can't differentiate official character being shelled for a real person dying, it gets kind of... Yep, exactly. That's what I was trying to say earlier. That's what I was trying to say. That's what Giga was trying to say, too. VTuber guys should feel like a kick in the nuts, especially after Yakuza. Now I'm like, huh? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. I have just so much graduation experience, not for myself, but just like seeing all my favorite idols graduate before my eyes. And what's even worse is I never got to meet any of my idols. I didn't meet my Kamiyoshi. Want to know that? I never got a chance to meet or talk to or interact at all with my Kamiyoshi. People who are a fan of streamers are so lucky to have accessibility and such ease of communication nowadays with like their favorite idols, whether it be on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, live streamer, regular singer, whatever it may be. We're so well connected now. But back like in 2010, the most interaction I got from my Kamiyoshi was just her waving to the live stream. And when she graduated, do you want to know the worst? Do you want to know the kicker, chat? When my Kamiyoshi graduated, I was only 1 day away, or 1 day late, arriving in Japan for her graduation. And I couldn't move up my flight to arrive earlier or on the day of her graduation. So I can at least send her, so I can at least like symbolically see her physically in some way. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of VTuber fans are just so spoiled. They're so spoiled on being able to like have such ease of access. I envy VTubers. I envy VTuber fans so much for having such ease of access. And being able to like see them and send them off properly, and like, I'll never get that closure. I will never, in my whole life, get that closure. I've never been able to see my Kamiyoshi, because guess what? She retired, disappeared off the face of the earth. No one knows where she's at now. I will never meet my Kamiyoshi. I will never see her in person. I will never do any of that, but VTuber fans can. They can go on every single day on Twitter, on Twitch, YouTube, watch their streams. They read your comments. They interact with you through various ways. Y'all are so spoiled. Y'all have no idea how lucky you guys have it. This is coming from a long-time idol fan. You guys are really lucky, so please cherish every freaking moment you have. Take every opportunity you can to do what you can. Enjoy it. Bask in it. Do everything. I carry such pain in my heart. Just know that. I have big pain in my heart. Absorb your shoe. Yeah, absorb them into your skin. Absorb them into your skin. Okay, enough of my soapbox. Anyways, next song we have here is, you know what grinds my gears? Fake innovation. I work in an office, and when someone comes up with a new system to make our jobs easier but requires us to relearn everything only to save us a few minutes, I hate that too. I hate it too. So when I'm trying to phrase this in a way where it's like, how can I talk about this without, you know, mentioning too many details about my job? So pretty much when I first entered into my current office lady job, it was a mess. It was quite a mess. And I ended up making like a little handbook, like a little handbook of like, you know, where our resources are all at, where to find like certain things and everything. No one uses that handbook. I'm the only one that uses it. It is public for everyone to read and to add to. It's kind of, yeah, it's like with programming. You know how programmers, they have like, oh god, what's like that big book that they have, or like that big document where it's like people can, like a resource thing, like a resource document where it's like, hey, if there's this, if you're having this bug, you can do this fix. Like a glossary of some sort. But pretty much I did the same thing for my my department, and no one freaking uses the resources that I gather for everyone. But they are so easy to be like, oh yes, we are so ready to learn brand new system, but we're gonna have 1,000,001 questions. Oh, just refer to the handbook. No, it is, they give me excuses every single time. I hate it. I hate it. Like when there's actually something good that they can use, they won't use it. But the moment the big bosses come in and they're like, you gotta relearn this new thing now, and they try to make documentation of it, and everyone still has questions. I hate it. I hate it, man. I fucking feel you. You know what really grinds my gears? When a mobile app locks me out and I have to re-sign in. You know, at the surface, I do hate that too. I so agree with that. But then when you get your phone stolen, you're gonna be quite grateful of like that freaking free sign in. Because otherwise then you'll lose your accounts and everything, and it's not fun to deal with. Not fun to deal with. They keep changing our index and never update it because they keep changing the handbook. Oh, I hate that too. Okay, next one we have here is all the fucking trash that seems to be left on the road for people not keeping their shit tied down. Got in a car accident last year because Jesus Christ, really? I actually am not a big fan of littering. Like if I see you throw a little paper on like the ground, I will literally just pick it up and look and give you like the nastiest look ever. Like I don't care. And especially people who just don't pick up after this. You know what's my biggest, you know what grinds my gears, chat? When I go to like a cafeteria, like a food court, or like a big sit down place where it's like people there's not that many workers, so they can't clean all the tables at once. I hate it when you go to one of those and there's like a big group and they just leave their trash on the table. And I mean, they leave a big trash mess on the table. Not just like a cup or like a wrapper or anything. I'm talking like a big ass mess. And then the poor worker is there just having to clean it up themselves, but also rush to clean all the other 5 people who did the same exact thing. Like, that's another litmus test. See if your girl is gonna clean up after herself. If she can't, dump her. I go to the church food bank and people do that. Yeah, I hate that. Especially, I feel like at a food bank, that's even worse if you do that. Because everyone's a volunteer there. They're taking their time to help cook for you, and you can't even do the decency of, like, cleaning up after yourself. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Next one. I have chicken jockey. No, you do not have chicken. I hate chicken jockey. Whenever someone mentions chicken jockey, my vision turns red and I become infuriated. I do too. I still don't even know what the fuck a chicken jockey is. What the hell is that shit? I know it's from the Minecraft movie, but I could literally care less about the Minecraft movie. I hate the Minecraft movie. Why are Zoomers? Zoomers are the first one to be like, oh, shut the fuck up, you cringe ass, motherfucker. But then they're like chicken jockey, and then you tell them to shut the fuck up, and they're like, man, they just like go all crazy on you. I hate it. It's a small zombie that rides a chicken, but why? Throwing popcorn is fun. No, that is horrible. Unironically, if you actually think that's funny, you do not pass the human decency test, and it's not the chicken jockey, it's the complete disrespect of the theater that gets it. That too! No, that's what it is. I think it's because I associate chicken jockey with like the utter disrespect people have at movie theaters. That's the reason why I hate it. Not because I don't know what it is. I associate it with that bad behavior. And if you unironically find that, like, I know, I get it. We're it's funny to laugh at and everything at the end of the day, but again, at the end of the day, if you unironically think it's funny, if you unironically do that, if you unironically think that's super cool and based, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, you ruined it for everyone. Third, that's why you get no bitches. I'm gonna be so real with you. That's why you get no bitches. That's why no one wants to be around you, because you're just utterly such a disrespectful human being that you can't pick up your fucking shopping cart. You can't throw out your trash. You have to throw popcorn. You have to be loud in a movie theater. You have to do it for the Vine, do it for the TikTok, do it for the content. Shut up! Be a decent human being! Ah! Chat, I Hatsune Miku movie. And I had 2 teenage girls yapping, punching each other on their phones, giggling really loudly, somehow kicking my seat. All because of Miku. And I'm never going to an anime movie ever again. And that is why. I hate disrespectful people. Why are people so annoying during movies? I have no idea. It really is fatherless behavior. It really is. Like, what the... Why do people think this is okay? Best time to go to theaters at night, well, no one had showings for the Miku movie at night. There was only at 4 and 4:30. All across Denver. Only showings at 4 and 4:30. The Miku movie was okay. I go to anime movies at the Alamo. I only watch movies at Alamo Drafthouse, actually. Because they actually take that shit serious. As someone who works in a movie theater, the kids movies can get essentially bad with mess. I mean, it makes sense because, like, it's kids. They're not going to really know better at the end of the day. But I'm talking, like, full-ass grown adults acting like this. Like, they're not kids. I said that I don't enjoy movie theaters anymore. I used to love going to the movies, but now I hate the experience. Had a totally different experience when I went to both Gurren Lagann movies for the 15th anniversary. It was awesome. Disagree, as a 12-year-old, I knew not to do that. That too. That's a thing I don't understand too. When it's like, people are like, you don't, okay. You wanna know what grinds my gears, chat? Kids using, but I'm a minor, as an excuse for their behavior. Because you damn well know if I acted like any of these kids now in fucking days, I would have gotten popped in the fucking lip. I would have got my ass whooped. I would have gotten beat. My father would give me a beat down if I act anything like these kids. And I am tired of like all these kids being like, I'm a minor, you can't criticize me. I'm a minor, I can't, you can't say that to me. You can't be talking to me, you can't be, shut up, you fucking kid. Shut up, you're not even supposed to be online, lying about your fucking age already. They're just kids, then the parents, yep, exactly, parent them then. I love Jazz. I used to have an awesome pre-film rules that people got shot for being obnoxious during a movie. Even had, oh no, they still have those. They still have like the warnings, and they're very strict about it. They're very strict. That's why I only go to Alamo Drafthouse to see movies. And you know what Alamo Drafthouse does as well? You know what they do? You know what they do that makes it even better? And I think it's a solution to all these problems is just have fan nights. The Alamo Drafthouse is very, very consistent when it comes to having fan events. And those are the events where, yeah, come in. It's okay to piss shit and cum everywhere. It's fine. Go for it, 𝗠𝗏. And everyone piss shits and cums everywhere, and they're all like being like, yeah! But then during regular screenings, it's expected you stay seated and you stay quiet. And I think if more movie theaters adopted that, we wouldn't be having these issues. Okay, moving on from this. Moving on from this. Haven't been in Draft House in a while. They still do they still serve fruit there? Like the middle of the, yes, they do actually. They do. They do. Oh, their movie party. I got to watch Shrek. I went to go watch Shrek just to have like their food actually. Like I was like, oh, they have a showing of Shrek. I kind of want their milkshakes. I'm gonna go sit at the Shrek movie. I watched Shrek so many times, but I'm gonna go sit the one in Alamo Drafthouse and just have a milkshake. Milkshake and popcorn. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Next one we have here. You know what grinds my gears? Meetings about a problem that's already been solved, or the organizer talking about what's been done for saying, let's meet up again and see if this is still a problem. I hate that too. Let's just fix the problem right then and fucking there. You know what grinds my gears too? When a meeting could have been an email. I hate that too. I had to deal with that a lot. That was like the first thing that came to my mind. It's like when a meeting could have been an email. But at the same time, it was also kind of helpful to have that meeting. But I don't know. A lot of things could be an email. But I also appreciate meetings at the same time. I think you just gotta be more selective on your fucking meetings. Okay. Next one. Something that grinds my gears is how that second chance only got... I don't know what second chance is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to skip that one. Next one. Decay opened my eyes. I can't lie to myself about how I don't care about anyone but her. I'm still in love with a girl from high school over a decade ago. No one else fits the her-shaped hole in my heart. Bro, you could. Sir, this is a McDonald's. Not making fun of you, but sir, this is a McDonald's. Sir, this is a McDonald's. I don't think I'm the right person to talk about this with. Bro, got it. Bro, I know you're going through it. Definitely go talk to someone, though. Unironically, go talk to someone. Oof. I support you, but I don't think I'm the right person to talk about this. It's like same, but you good. Exactly. That's how I feel right now. Like same, but you good. Cry my gears, no cry my tears. That's how I feel right now. I feel really bad for you. I don't know how to respond to this one. I'm sorry. All right, next one. Okay. I hate bad parking jobs that take 2 spots. I think if you can take 2 spots, you should be fined. As technically in some states, you do get fined, but no one ever reports it. No one ever actually tickets for it. But I hate it. I freaking hate it, and I wish cops were more strict about it. If cops could be more strict about something, it would be this. I actually so I went to my therapist this week. I was like, okay, I'm gonna park. I'm like, oh, I see an open spot right there. I turn in there. Some dude takes up 2 fucking parking spots. 2. And it's, you wanna know the killer, chat? You wanna know the killer? It was one of those, like, tiny cars. Like the little beep beep type of cars. What is this? The streamer is so cute. Oh, hi! But that's a good name. But fucker, let's go! Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. We are doing What Grinds My Gears, which is a segment we saw on Family Guy, and I'm like, let's make a stream out of it. So pretty much we are ranting and sharing pet peeves. Submit your pet peeve. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. You can submit your pet peeves up in the pinned messages in chat using the YouTube Q&A function. Beep beep, time to move. Yeah, the woman car. That smart car. Yeah. Smart car. They had like one of those tiny smart cars. They took up 2 parking spots. And I was like, who the fuck do they think this person is? But then again, I was at a doctor's office, so I assumed it was an old lady. But you know. Alrighty, next one they have here, next pet peeve we have here is... I can't stand it when customers unload their cart at a register that has no cashier, then hello, I am right behind you on a different cash register. I've seen that happen so many... You know, that happened to me when I used to work at Macy's, actually. When I used to work at a department store. That happened to me so many times. Like, I have this register opened and ready to go for the day. But then they go to a closed register that is obviously closed and unarmed, and they're like, hello, excuse me, I'm ready to check out. And I'm like, bitch, you gotta walk 20 more fucking feet to get to me. Because I am not opening up that register just for you. Hell the fuck no. Or you know what's worse? When someone comes up to you at your register. I heard this happen so many times. When someone comes up to you at your register, and they're like, oh, that register is closed. Can you come check me out over there? Even though you're right here, right in front of me. I can check you out right here. But no, they want to check out at that register. Oh my god, I could talk about customer service like for so many years. So many years. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? I'm losing my spot. Hold on, give me a sec, chat. I'm trying to find where we were at. Okay, okay. Next one we have here is, what really grinds my gears is when your boss reads your proposal and says, I don't know if this will work, but then copying it for their own proposal and taking the I had this happen to me. I had this happen to me with a convention, actually. It's a convention, unfortunately, I can't name. But 2 years ago, I was scouted by a convention, during a virtual market event. And they reached the hire staff and the guest recruiting staff reached out to me. We were like, wow, we're super happy to like have you at this event and everything. Like, what ideas you want to bring to the table? So you know what? For our meeting, our first meeting, I prepared a very detailed VTuber music festival event proposal just for them. Basically laying out like how it can be done, different methods of doing it, how we can reach out to talents, what expertise I can bring in, and how to make it sustainable for them in the future. So everything was looking smooth. Everything was fine. Until one day they mysteriously stopped responding to me. Later on, about a month later, you know, I give up and everything. I'm like, okay, I guess something's gonna come of this, and that's fine. Maybe they aren't ready, and it's fine. It's very common to not just get responses after like those type of things. Come to find out, a month later, the guest person who recruited me reaches out to me and is like, hey, I want to apologize for, you know, for like them not reaching back out to you. Unfortunately, someone doesn't just like you on their team, or on like a lower end of the team. Someone who worked in a completely different department heard that I was being reached out to and basically fed the event organizers lies about me, to the point where they stopped reaching out to me because that one person influenced their decision. And then, you wanna know the kicker, chat? A year later, when that convention happens, they do that same exact VTuber music festival. The same way I proposed to them. For what purpose? They just didn't like me. They didn't like me. They thought I was an evil person because I have opinions. All because I didn't share the same opinions as them. That happened to me. And it fucking sucks. It was a really well lesson learned that I shouldn't be too eager to share things unless a contract has been signed. And that was my mistake during that. I should have signed something before sharing critical information like that. But at the same time, the fact that it took one person to freaking like just spread misinformation like that and caused me to lose an opportunity, all because they have personal beef with me. It sucks. It sucks. I hate it. I hate seeing it happen to other people too. But I'm not faulting the con organizers for falling for that shit. I'm mostly faulting the person who is spreading that about me and not just choosing to, you know, come to me or do anything regarding me. They just want to continue spreading. They just want to continue hurting me because for one moment out of their life, they were hurt because I did not agree with them on certain issues. I heard about concept being instantly clicks more than once or twice. It happens, but not all conventions are like that. I'm thankful right now that the cons I do work with, they are really not like that. They're pretty open. There are some outliers, but there's always going to be outliers. It doesn't matter what convention you go to. The same story you're going to hear on one end and on the other end. It's someone who is super loud about their opinions you know, there's always gonna be someone disagreeing with them inside convention staff. Now, it's a matter of them being professional about it, you know? Professionalism on both ends really, really helps. And if one end or both ends or neither ends are professional, then you're just gonna end up having a shit show. That's all I'll say on that, because then I'm gonna get way too yappy, and then people are gonna like freaking come out at me, and I hate it. I don't want to deal with that right now. Okay. Professionalism in my workplace less likely than you think. I know, right? Okay, Desu says, why does my car keep breaking? I fix it and something else breaks and something else breaks. That's either cursed or he hates me. When did you buy your car? If it was past 2019, you had the shittiest car on the planet. Any car, honestly, any car made past 2010 is the shittiest car you will ever get. Cars are now made of plastic, not metal anymore. The parts, they're designed to break once something else breaks, or after a certain amount of time. So it's not that you're cursed. It's not that it hates you. Big car wants your car to break, so you can keep spending money with big car. That's my hot take. Alright, next anon says, excessive high tolls, especially when there are no alternative high tolls, especially when there are no alternative highways available nearby. Oh my god, it's like that here in Denver too. There's one highway, I love taking the tolls here in Denver, but at the same time, if I don't take those tolls, it's such a nightmare. It's either you take a toll or you don't take a toll to get to the other side of town. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Alrighty. Next one we have is the VTuber series has both the most parasocial fans and the most parasocial streamers from their fans. I would say I'm pretty parasocial for my chat and like my fans, but not in a sense where it's like I can't live without them. It's more like I get way more concerned, friend, about the well-being of people. I think it's my empathy. I want to say I'm parasocial, actually. I think I'm just more empathetic of, like, random people that come across, like, my vision of, or my view of vision. Because I didn't get that same, I guess, like, kind of treatment from people growing up. So I tend to try to make up for it while doing it to other people. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. Okay. Oh, where's the Google Doc to submit? Oh, there's no Google Doc. There's no Google Doc. If you go to the pin, up in the pin chat, you can see there's a YouTube Q&A function. You can submit your pet peeves there. Alrighty. Next one is, I hate when people leave items around the grocery store. Like, for fuck's sake, bring it back to the register if you can't put it back. At least put it back at the register. We are totally, listen, department stores, grocery stores, we are totally fine. We are 100% totally fine. If you just bring it to the farm, we're like, hi, I just don't want this anymore. It's fine. It's totally fine. We have people who specifically do that. It's like their job just to put stock back. But don't leave it in a completely different section. You know what I hate? You know what grinds my gears, chat? You know what grinds my gears specifically? When I go to somewhere like Marshall's or Ross, and you know how like Marshall's and Ross definitely has like a whole bunch of like Hello Kitty Sanrio stuff? There are people who will go and hide all of the Sanrio Hello Kitty cinnamon roll stuff in Marshall's so they can scalp it later when they have the money. So you end up having to open up numerous baskets, numerous boxes, and look behind pillows, even look inside pillows to find any Sanrio merchandise. And it's so tiring for the workers too, because they have to go through all the boxes now, like every little boxing that they have where someone can hide something in. Employees now have to spend extra hours going through all that shit so they can stop scalpers. Those people should be locked in a random basement. They really should. I just thought it was shitty when people left like eggs and milk in random aisles. Oh no, it gets worse. The putting items, not putting items back where it should be, it extends to even worse things. And that's just one of them. That's just one thing. Alrighty, one thing. Okay, quick pause, real quick. Chat, please keep chat on topic. Please keep things on topic of what we're talking about. Please do not diverge or try to force me to talk about unrelated things that we are talking about. If we're specifically talking about something, please respect it. If you want to talk about something, I just don't request it, honestly, because we're not doing that shit today. Putting raw meat in the freezer means I got through it. I hate it when people do that. You know what I've seen so many times, especially in Texas? I've seen people, like, specifically at HEB. I don't know who's from Texas here, but have you gone to an HEB? And, like, 1 minute you're, like, in the frozen section, and then you're, like, I don't know, in the pasta section. And you see a huge pound of fucking meat, like, ground up meat, just sitting there next to the fucking pasta in an unrefrigerated section. You don't even know how long it's been out. And then you get curious. You want to touch it, so you touch it and it's warm. It makes me so angry, Chad. HB is clean. I never see that. Well, okay. Just say you're privileged then. Just say you're from a more privileged part of Texas, okay? Just say you're from Dallas. Actually, no, just say you're from Austin. There you go. Just say you're from Austin. That's it. That HB was about that. Nowhere say. Oh no, the ones in San Antonio? You go to ghetto ass parts town? Oh, it's like that all the time. Well, called him. Called it out. Yep. See, I may live in Colorado, chat, but I'm a Texan girl to the end of time. Houston is clean. Houston is not clean. No. Houston is far from fucking clean. Houston hate. Okay. Next one we have here is kind of vague, but people getting into hobbies and fandoms and complaining about aspects of the group have been there since I hate this too. Unironically, I freaking hate this too. Like, how can you say you want to learn about something then completely disregard the things people are telling you? Especially when those people have been here for a lot longer. Like, I don't get that. Here's the thing, I think gatekeeping is so based, honestly. Gatekeeping should happen. Gatekeep with reason, though. That's what I'll say. Gatekeep with reason. If someone's gonna come in and be like, this all needs to change because it's toxic or some bullshit, that's when you should gatekeep. But if someone comes in and has genuine interest, genuinely wants to learn, genuinely wants to immerse themselves, they are welcomed. They are so welcome. Just want to post it about it on their TikTok. Yep, they don't. I hate it, especially when people don't have a genuine interest in like X thing, and then they use it for like their TikTok clout or whatever the fuck. Because like, wow, it's current popular trendy thing, therefore I must act like I am an expert on it. I hate it. I hate it, man. I hate it. It's not vague. Honestly, yes, it's vague, but it can apply to so many aspects, so many fandoms, so many parts of life in general. I once followed artists because they made awesome Yomu art piece, and then when I told them that, they told me to unfollow them. That's so mean. Fuck them. People use tourists way too liberally these days. Actually, I think they should use it more. I think the word tourist should be, I think it's watered down more than anything. Because now, like, people who have genuine interest, they get mixed up in that shit just because they're new. This happened with Warhammer and Battletech, and both are now just infested with active tourists. Yeah, look, there's something wrong with, like, here's the thing. If you're renegading something, I don't think it should be an issue if you just watch from afar for a while. Yeah, that's what using it liberally means. It's not referring to actual liberals? Whoa. Looking more always good. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did with VTubing. I lurked. Whoa. Whatever happened to lurk more? Especially. I think Gura's graduation is good examples of that. Because people are acting like, you know, she's been so unhappy because Hololive went public, therefore she can't do what she wants anymore. No, because actual fans knew that this was coming for such a long freaking time. And anyone who says otherwise is a fucking grifter and a tourist. Hololive's gonna be fine. Hololive will be fine. Yeah, the writing was on the wall. She wasn't streaming. She even said it herself. I am so burnt out because I didn't sign up to be like the face of Hololive English. She didn't sign up for that. She didn't expect that to happen. And it's a huge burden to carry when you're the face of like a whole freaking company as big as Hololive. It was so expected. And the people to act so surprised that it happened without, you know, kind of at least listening to what she was saying. I don't know, man. Actually, riding off of that, you want to know what grinds my gears? Disagreements with company. Specifically, when people schizo out at disagreements with the management and company. Because if you held a job for even one day, you would know that not all disagreements equal bad or equal toxic or equal evil. Disagreements are part of life, my dude. They are a part of business. They are a part of just everyday functionality. People disagree with things every day, but just because there's disagreements does not mean there's anything sinister or evil going on. In fact, some disagreements can lead to a lot of good things happening. And I don't understand why we need to schizo so hard and focus on disagreement with management when that can mean literally freaking anything. And until there's actual solid proof and not just a bland statement like that something is going on in cover, then I think all of y'all need to shut the fuck up. Hololive is really accommodating with these breaks too. Exactly. Disagreements can lead to fixing. Yep, exactly. Disagreements, I don't understand. It's this black and white nuance, or this black and white way of thinking that a lot of Zoomers have nowadays. They can't think outside of like a black and white space. Like it's either good or bad. That's it. They don't look into deeper reason. They don't look into the nuance of things. It's either all bad or all good. And that's why we have shit like Hololive is dying, because it's either that or people want a Nijisandi 2.0 to happen with Hololive. They want that drama fix because, you know, Niji's been dry, you know? Disagreements manages as a PR phrase to take both to protect both parties. Fans sometimes take it too literally. Well, also as well, I think it's also used as a way for the talent not to carry such a heavy burden on wanting to leave as well. Because when you say, I just want to graduate from Hololive, that's it. I just don't feel like, I just feel like I'm done here. They're gonna get shit on for that. Doesn't matter if they're like your beloved Chuba or not. They're gonna get shit on for that. Hololive is nowhere near as bad as Niji. Oh yeah, nowhere. But some people want them to be. People know what disagreements with management. It means bad. It means Hololive is dying and that. Oh, you wanna know what grinds my gears, chat? Suddenly, everyone is a freaking stocks expert and a public trading expert. Because let's be... I don't know if that makes sense. But suddenly, because Hololive went public, it means bad things. And you know what? Going public can be a bad thing for companies. But I feel like the bad things that people are insinuating make it sound like it's... How the fuck do I describe it? It's not like how they're describing it at all. Nobody cared about cover being private when early graduations. Oh yeah, no one cared about that. But when public equal bad. It's always the boogeyman. I think going public and dumb in general. I hate that it's the standard. Well, maybe here in America, yeah, it's bad. But I think the one thing people always freaking forget is that they are on a Japanese stock exchange. That has a completely different financial stock or exchange and culture as well. Japanese stock culture and going public culture, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it is completely different. It is completely different than what we know as Americans. It is not the same culture. It's not the same insinuations either. Dave is very conservative in terms of doing this. What do you mean the yen is less than $1? But yeah, they saw YouTube videos, so they're experts. Buying off of the Tokyo market isn't trivial for foreigners, but it isn't too difficult. It's not difficult, but it's not easy. I don't even know what going public means. Like, when a company pretty much go, like, I don't know, how do you describe going public? Because like that's how I know it as going public. He told me we don't lose anyone else from Hololive since there's already 2 of them leaving the said company soon. I think people have a right to leave Hololive. I think Hololive has a right to let people graduate. But also, masking your fucking concerns over the company because your favorite VTuber might graduate is freaking like cringe as well. Regular people can pretty much buy stocks. That's the way you describe it. Thank you. They're no longer private, no, the stocks now publicly traded. Example, exchange cover listed on requires you to buy 100 shares at a time, meaning you need a couple of grand to buy 1,000 shares in cover. Exactly. When you want to leave a company for no particular reason, you say, I want to find and explore a new path or something that's not disagreeing with management. I don't think you were listening. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I don't think you were listening to anything I was just saying. Going public means that public can buy shares. Yeah, that's pretty much what it means. Thank you. I just couldn't put it into fucking words. People misread the meaning of Guru's final song. Ear check. Okay. I have ears. I just can't use them. It's quite sad. I lost the ability to hear. Okay. Anyways, dropping this topic. Let's go ahead and keep going. What grinds my gears is people owning a pet and not taking care of them. I also hate that too. I have a neighbor. They have a dog. Well, they don't have a dog actually. It's like their parents' dog, I think. But I feel bad because sometimes in the summer they'll just leave it outside, and when it's like super hot, and it makes me really sad. Clearly she's leaving because she's having 10 babies from her fans. No, actually, I wrote that. I'm so sorry, Chad. That's my alt account. I didn't mean to write that on there. I didn't mean to type that in chat. I'm so sorry, Chad. Sorry, that was me. I have known people who downplay Cookie Swirl sees 23 million subs on YouTube channel. Any reason people have to disqualify her as a VTuber also applies to many other VTubers. I didn't know who Cookie Swirl C was until she became a VTuber, actually. But even then, her content really isn't for me because it's more kid-oriented. And I do believe when you do kid content, it does come with a lot of, like, weird eyes looking in your way. That's just kind of how it is. Because you're making content specifically for kids, and people are already very critical of content made for kids. So, especially in the Lord's years of, like, 𝗟𝘆ście. So that just comes with the territory of doing, like, kid content. It's not for me. I'm personally not a fan of it. I don't want that to say it's like, oh, she's a bad person, but it comes with a lot of stipulations, and you gotta, like, kind of understand that that's, like... There's a reason, there's a good and honest reason why people, like, criticize her content. And it's because it's kids' content. And people are already very paranoid and scared in the Lord's Ear 𝗟𝘁𝗂𝗁. And I understand it. I think she's a swell. I actually really like her design. That's another thing too. Fuck, I love her design. But yeah, that's just what happens when you do kid content. That's the reason why I'm 18+. I do not want to be family friendly. Okay. Next one. It really grinds my gears. I need to wait a whole year to see Nyaru have another frigid ship with Andrew and Ashley. I know. Actually, no, we have to wait 2 years. We have to wait 2 years, probably. Next one. AI-powered dash cams. Our driver truck in the company has these. They're wrong all the time. I'm training the AI for automated trucks. I'm training my replacement while being annoyed by constant beeps. Oh, fuck. I kind of hate that, too. Like, if you're gonna give me, like, an AI thing, have it already freaking trained to, like, pick up on shit, like, speed, like an AI speedometer or something. But either way, you know what grinds my gears? Everything needing to be AR or like attached to like some new technology. I hate that shit. Like, not everything needs Bluetooth. Not everything needs to include AI. Not everything needs to be connected to the internet. What is this fascination with adding random tech features to shit? Like, chat, I went to go look for shoes, okay? I wanted some good walking shoes for freaking Tokyo. Go into one store. You know all they had? Bluetooth connected shoes. Why does my shoe need to connect to the internet and have Bluetooth? And I looked into it. Apparently there's an app that you can use for those shoes that tracks like your steps, like how fast you're going, etc., etc. But I don't need that. I hate this forced technology bullshit, honestly. I hate it. That's what grinds my gears. All this forced technology onto very simplistic items like shoes, a laundry machine, a toaster, a coffee machine. A coffee machine should not be connected to the internet! It should not! Why is my coffee machine connected to the internet? That doesn't make sense! Ah! Okay, anyways. You know what grinds my gears? The fact that cloning apps on Android is still not officially a thing despite a thing on previous Android. Okay, you know what this reminds me of? You wanna know what grinds my gears? Because I'm like the only one in my friend group that has an iPhone. And my friends are making an app. And all my friends have Android, so they've been working on the Android app, and I'm like, oh, I wanna test it out, and they're like, oh, well, I haven't built the iOS one yet. And either way, like, why the fuck do I need to build an iOS app with a MacBook? Like, why? Why do I need to purchase $1,000 minimum bearing laptop just to write code? I don't get it, man. I don't. It fucking piss me off. It fucking piss me off, man. Okay. Next one we have is allow me to change the UI of an app back to any previous version I'm actually happy to use. I am tired of consistently relearning how to navigate. I hate this too. Freaking Discord is such a good example of this because like I just get used to their new layout on like mobile. And then bam, they hit me with a new one that I need to relearn. I'm like, what the fuck, please? YouTube is also bad at this too. YouTube is really, really bad at this. Right, it's about data collection for money. So true, Umfi. Thank you so much for this $2 super chat. Thank you. Okay. Next one. You know what grinds my gears? Having a backlog and not being motivated to play anything in my backlog. Skill issue. Just pick up the controller. Literally, it can't be hard to play video games. You know what really grinds my gears? The people on Twitter who ask Grok. Oh, I hate that too. They ask Grok to do everything. Summarize to do basic Google searches. Dude, I genuinely think I was the last generation to learn how to research, like do self-research. Because even people I met that are like 1 or 2 years younger than me, they're like, what? You don't use like your AI or anything for that? What do you mean Google? Wait, you can there's multiple pages of Google? Wait, I can look past the first page of Google? Wait, the first result isn't always reliable? Wait, I can filter things? I learned all that in school. That was like one of the first few things I learned in school. Google is dog. Well, I'm just using an example. It's just an example. I feel like I can tell you how many questions I answer on the website on a daily basis that are Googleable questions. Exactly. Man, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, next one. It grinds my gears when one person is a problem. Like they call the whole team to lecture us, but there's one person who's a problem. Write-ups exist for that reason. It's the same thing my parents used to do, actually. Or like my family. My family used to do this a lot. When it's like, oh, one of the kids get in trouble, we need to make an example out of it. This is like purely brown Hispanic family sort of like kind of experience where it's like, oh, your little sister, I don't know, drew on the wall. So we're gonna punish both of you. Or even worse, you know what's worse? Oh, this person did something bad. Therefore, we're gonna punish the manager. Or we're gonna punish you, the bigger sibling, and give you the punishment because you should have been teaching them better. Yeah, the Andy experience is quite literally that, but unironic. I hate it. I hate it, man. You mean Andrew experience? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it is. Okay. Next one I have here is I hate it when they drove into my lane, cutting me off, and then they cut me in line at McDonald's when I asked them nicely to get out of the way. They Fortnite danced. Sounds like a Zoomer. I hate rude Zoomers though. Oh my god. That's the reason. You wanna know the reason why I didn't like end up reporting like the 2 teenage girls right behind me? It's because there was multiple people doing that in the theater and I was outnumbered. I would have been outnumbered if I like reported them or told them to like shut the fuck up like loudly. Because it only takes one Zoomer to be like, you hurt my feelings! And then they record you and put you on TikTok and make fun of you. Then you're the next viral thing that they make fun of. And then it gets even worse because like they find out you're a fucking VTuber. And then they clown you for being a VTuber. It spirals into that. Like, I shouldn't have to go out into the world and prepare myself for possibly getting put on the fucking internet like that. You wanna know what also grinds my gears? Okay, also going off of that. You wanna also grinds my gears? When how do I describe this? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Like, for example, recording random people in public. Just because it's illegal and just because the stores are already recording doesn't mean it's okay for you to do it. Doesn't mean that you're free of consequence. Doesn't mean you're free of criticism. This is why I don't fucking go out anymore. I don't want to be the next viral freaking TikTok people make fun of. And I hate it. I hate that shit, man. Remember when you have to ask permission to record people? I fucking hate that. You can't criticize me, I'm a minor. Yep, exactly. They always go back to that too. Same thing goes with like people who dox. Like, who fucking cares if that information is like available publicly or just because you can find it in a quick, really sketchy online way? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Shit, man. I hate shit. I'm sorry. I'm like so angry. I'm so angry. Like, you know about that kid who was recording someone in the mall, and then they got shot by the dude that they were recording. And then, like, the court sided with the dude that shot him because, yeah, it was in self-defense and he was fearing for his life. Fucking based, by the way. Fucking based. Fucking based. I feel like that should happen more. People should have more of their consequences, honestly. God, I fucking hate people who record in public. It's just so cringe. Okay, anyways, next one. Something that annoys me is when people don't say what they mean, like, hey, I want this, there you go, but not like that. That's both a communication problem on your end and on the person's end. It takes two to make it. It takes two to have success. So if you're not also, if they are not going to be detailed about what they want, you should also be asking questions on like, oh, do you want it like this? Do you want it like that? But also, it should also be their job to also communicate. So I think that's not something to be annoyed about. I don't think you should be annoyed about like that specifically. You should be annoyed that there is no communication set up between you and that person. Work on your communication skills. My neighbor has 2 yapping dogs that go nuts when I'm in my yard. What really grinds my gears is when they step outside and yell at the dogs to shut up. They understand English. I mean, that works for my dogs. That works for my dogs. I tell them to shut up and get inside. Right, Yoshi? Works for my dog. It doesn't work for all the dogs. My dogs are actually pretty smart. They know English and Spanish. I'm trying to teach them Japanese. Okay, why are girls so mean after guys do something nice for them? Because you wanna know what grinds my gears? Women. I don't understand women nowadays. Especially when like when they complain about there's no good men out there, or like all men are X, all men are Y, all men are bad. And then they complain that they're single. Like, that shit's cringe. That shit's cringe. And you know what's another thing too? Most women don't want to compromise. They want the 6-foot Chad who has like $1 million like salary, driving a Lamborghini. Like they say they want the nice wholesome like dude, but then in reality they don't. I don't understand. Am I a femcel? Am I a femcel for thinking different, that I don't judge men a lot? Especially I don't take women serious who call every single man they come across an incel. Are you celibate? Not really. Yes, but it's because you're a VTuber. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think thinking differently isn't an incel thing. I don't know. And I say you just didn't feminist plot. I guess so. The incel for the type of woman you are is a pick-me, not a femcel. I don't think that's a pick. I don't like using the word pick-me. I don't even think pick-me is the right way to describe that. It's true that women hate other women. Oh yes, yes, it's very true actually. Women are the biggest haters of women and will do anything to destroy other women. I am a good example of that. I would have many women in my life come up to me and be like, oh, you're so perfect. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to do anything. But they will go behind my back and make fun of me. So I don't trust any women who say that they are inclusive, that they are this and that, and they, you know, they are welcoming of everyone, and that everyone is beautiful, everyone is cute and amazing. I don't trust that shit. No, I don't fucking trust that shit. That's code word for I'm going to talk mad shit behind your back. It's worse if it's middle-aged women that are single, makes the work. Oh yeah, that's actually where I got the most of my trauma from. Older to middle-aged women. Older women than me or middle-aged women would always be the most critical of me. Especially because I started doing event work at like a very young age. Like I want to say like my first event I ever ran was when I was like maybe 17. It was when I was 17, about to turn 18. And a lot of the talents that I worked with, they were a lot older than me. So they would be really surprised when I tell them how young I was. And I think genuinely they felt threatened. And because of that, I fell into a really toxic environment of that wouldn't stop for a while because I was too naive to realize it was happening. Now it's funny when it's middle-aged women convincing the only one married to a great guy to get a divorce because she could do much better. She couldn't. I hate that too. How women just like freaking like brainwash their friends into thinking they don't need like anyone, and then they end up lonely and sad. I don't know, man. Women are. I don't want to call my. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm a fencel. But at the same time, it's just like I genuinely don't understand the thought processes of modern women. I just feel bad for guys nowadays. Like, I will say there's a lot. I think a lot of you guys are cool. I just wish most women weren't so surface level about everything. And they weren't fed this victim bullshit where it's like, all men are not your friends and all that bullshit. I don't know. I'm so tired of it. I don't know. That's why I won't even. You see, it shouldn't be like that, though. You should attend. You shouldn't have to worry about that shit. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to worry that you're gonna be labeled as like a pedo or a rapist or like a red flag or anything like that, just based on surface level characteristics or talking for like 5 minutes. We have flaws, both men and women. I wish we could work through those together. Exactly. Everyone has some fucking flaws. But to act like one gender is better than the other is so wrong. Most of us just give up. But here's the thing, it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to give up. I don't know. It shouldn't be like that. That's what I'm saying. Say hello to a girl like working risk of getting. Exactly, you get a risk of getting accused of like being a creep or a rape. It shouldn't have to be like that. Like at the same time, I get why, because you know, because yes, there are evil guys out there, but there's also evil women. Does that mean that, you know, because there's one evil woman in the world, that all women are evil? Getting called a crazy stays with you for years. Yep, it does. It does. It sticks with them. I know someone who almost act themselves for this reason. And it still makes me angry to this fucking day that they were falsely accused. Because you want to know the funny thing about it? They were actually, the day that they were accused of doing something yab, they weren't even at work. But the girl was at work and she claims it was at work. But they were off doing something else. They weren't clocked in at all. I don't know. It's one of those topics that just makes me so angry to the point I'm just speechless, you know? I don't know. I'm just less speechless about, like, that sort of stuff. I'm more angry than anything. It's like I can't put my anger into words when it comes to like this topic. You know what I mean, chat? Yo, what's the tea? You just missed it. Okay, we'll drop this one. We'll drop this one though because it's just gonna make me more sad. I think everyone can be cool. We all have flaws. We all have faults. I don't think people should be afraid of people that easily. And you shouldn't have to give up just because you know, people suck. Pretty much it. Fuck, I'm angry now. I'm actually unironically angry. That's one of those topics that just gets you so angry. The regular swallows in the left one, these would never turn. I guess so. Thank you for the 5 maple leaves, though. Thank you, thank you. Next one we have is AI art is not a bad thing. People ranting against it are luddies. AI is a tool and perfectly acceptable to use instead of commissioning based on circumstances. I have a hot take. Both yes and no. I agree and disagree. I agree that it can be used as a tool, but I don't disagree that. But I disagree in a sense where it's like AI is fucking ugly, in my opinion. AI is ugly. It doesn't matter how realistic or good it gets. It just doesn't replicate what I want. And it feels so soulless. However, it can really help with putting your ideas out. It can help get like draft out how when you're not really good at like drafting things out. It can be a really useful tool, but the fact that some people want to use it to replace people, it's gonna lead into consequence, you know? And at the same time, yes, I think the fear is still vastly overblown. No one, the only real people that are gonna be replaced are fucking startup companies who like probably fire their whole fucking teams and then they end up like bankrupt like next year. It has a long way to go before it gets a soul, indeed. I don't think it's ever going to get there. Human touch is always going to be way more important and valuable to me, so I will continue commissioning real-life artists until then, or not even until then, until I die. Have you seen Azzy President's banter yet? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're referring to, but thank you for the $2 super chat. It is a problem that'll sort itself out. I don't think it will sort itself out. I think it's going to get worse, in my opinion. I've heard those horror stories about commissioning art, but just like going back to men, are all men evil because one man decided to murder a woman? So it's the same thing. Are all artists evil because one commissioner did something or didn't turn in their commission or scammed an artist or scammed another commissioner? There are horror stories, but I don't think it should represent all artists. I've worked with really good and amazing artists. It's more about being selective of who you work with and not just working with anyone because, you know, they're cheap. If you've been waiting 6 months for a commission, that's on you, my dude. You should have made the charge back before the freaking due date. And you should know that PayPal doesn't cover you for charges past like a certain amount of time. And you should have been, you also should equally be firm and vocal about it. Now, if they don't reply, then I understand about being, like, upset. But there's steps that you can also take as a consumer to also protect yourself. We don't live in a perfect world where all artists are perfect, or nor are we perfect. We also have tools where we can protect ourselves, and we should take advantage of those. They said their parent died and ghosted. You can again if the commission and the date was super important to you, and when you get it, you should be able to charge back or tell them you want a refund. You can't just let it slide, you know? It's more important scammers are infesting the art scene. It's getting harder to vet people, and artists have a lot of social clout to explode online. I mean, AI Trump Biden Obama bantering. Oh, I've never seen that. I'm sorry. I don't consume cringe content like that. I'm sorry. As someone tried to commission into commissioning miniature painting, never let someone make you pay in full up front. Exactly. Thank you so much, Irakia, for or not Irakia. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the 5 memberships to Irakia, Evil, fellow Calvin, and I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, and Nims. Thank you. Chat, we have tools to protect ourselves. We should use those tools. We should. Alrighty, next one. My peppy is when a site advertises a free service, takes you through a whole process, then sends you the membership screen. Oh, I fucking hate that. They're actually trying to outlaw that, actually. They're trying to outlaw that, so that may disappear very soon. I've seen people do some very impressive things with AI voice acting, but in most cases, them being creative with limited resources than replacing anyone. I don't like AI voice acting either. That shit's also cringe. That shit is equally cringe. AI voice acting will never replace real voice actors either. It just sounds so robotic and soulless. I get it for memes, but like trying to legit replace like actual emotion in voice actors, kind of cringe. But at the same time, I don't think that'll actually happen. Okay, next one is, oh, we already read that one. Why did Nintendo fans complain for weeks and weeks about the price of a console and games only to have the crap be sold out everywhere in America and had 2 million pre-orders? You fell for the meme! You fell for the meme! It's like, okay, this is a strategy women use a lot, okay? let me be honest, this is a strategy that women use a lot. They tell you, oh, I hate this thing, you shouldn't get it. Or they tell the other women, oh, I hate this is a bad product, you shouldn't get it. Like, it's so bad and everything. But then they go and cop it up all for themselves. That's a woman tactic. You fell for it. You fell for it. I'm not getting the Switch because I'm not getting the Switch 2 for like another 6 months because I know it's gonna come fucking broken. And I don't want to get a broken one. Alright, next one. When I asked VTubers out and they turned me down without hearing me out. 𝗕𝗿𝗿𝗀𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗺𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 You are cringe. But I also hope the best for you. I hope you get help. Help with these nuts! Ah! Stop putting your own submissions in. But chat. I just have to. I'm mad I couldn't sneeze by when Guru. Okay, I'm gonna be so real with you. The fact that Guru announced graduation when freaking 4chan VT was down, that was a blessing in disguise. It could have been fucking hilarious to see, but it was also a blessing in disguise. I think Guru graduation could have broken 4chan. Like if the hack didn't break 4chan, Guru graduation would have broke 4chan. But it is kind of like a, oh, I can't believe we missed out on that. Rat issue is waiting for something like that. I also was waiting for something like that too. Next one, whole line with being like WWE. I'm not really a big wrestling fan. So like I'm personally not a fan of like when people compare VTubers to like wrestling, but I do understand the comparison. It's just, I don't know. Not everything needs to be compared to normie thing. We really grinds my gears. Social prejudice day until late in the office. Act your wage. Act your wage. That's what my sister does. My sister had to deal with a Karen this week. And you know what she did? She walked away and said, I'm not being paid enough for this, and had her manager deal with it. Okay. I got fired, but they don't have anyone to replace me yet, so I am still on the schedule for next month or so. Dude, that sucks. You could probably sue for that, by the way. I think you can. It depends on your state. It depends on your state, but I think you can actually sue for that. You should definitely talk to an employment lawyer. It's useful to communicate to sympathetic normies, though. Oh, it is useful in that case. Kansas doesn't allow you to sue for that. Oh, that sucks then. It's an at-will state. Ah! Yeah, they got you there. Are you at least getting paid? Now, if you're not getting paid for that work, every state is an at-will state? I don't think so. Well, if it's at will, then just don't show up. I mean, if you're getting paid, might as well get the money for it and then just find another job. And then prioritize the time finding a job in the meantime. I think that's what I would do. Okay. Second to last one, controversial one, but the lolicon argument in general. I think people understand that certain things are fictional on one hand, but will lose their minds when they see a lolly. I also am so tired of this fucking argument. My thing is, these people will never go out of their way to protect actual children from this shit. That's my one thing. They have never actually seen true abuse like that. And when they do, they're gonna turn a fucking blind eye or pretend it wasn't there. Happens every fucking time. They will never help real children receive justice, receive the help and care that they truly deserve to get out of situations like that. But somehow they want us to force all of our resources on drawings. I just want real kids to get help. I want real children who are stuck in those horrible situations to receive the help and support that they need. Not these drawings. Drawings don't need our help, real children do. That's how I see it. That's my hot take. Last one for today. Females. Am I right? I so agree. I so freaking agree. I hate women. I'm just kidding. The true base too. Does cultural relevantism exist or not? It's always absolutely these people are until it's inconvenient for them. Well, I'm tired now. I'm supposed to have a meeting in like, oh god, when's my meeting? Oh, I gotta look at my meeting chat. Give me a sec. Oh, in an hour. I have a meeting in an hour. Now I'm already burnt out from talking. I'm supposed to lead this meeting. Fuck. Chad, I don't want to lead this meeting now. I'm burnt out from talking. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go lie down. I guess I'm gonna go lie down in the meantime. Alrighty, I do the meeting. No, upcoming meeting! I am community stage director, so I gotta work hard to make sure all the cool events are taken care of in my little department, and I do a good job and make sure everyone have a good time. Alrighty, other than that, yeah, we're pretty much good for today. Thank you guys so much! Thank you. This is probably one of our best Grinds My Gear streams we've done in a while. I usually do these like, I used to do them once a month, but I started doing them like every other month or like every couple of months. So if you do want to see more from me, please sure to hit that subscribe button. If you would like to as well, feel free to subscribe and also join membership because that helps me out a lot too. And if you like this, please let me know in the comments that you do like what really grinds my gears, and I will do more very, very soon. Alrighty, with that said, that's pretty much all for me for today. I'm no Irian stream tonight, but tomorrow we will just do a casual VTuber media share. So come by for that. Yeah, and then Irian streams all weekend. Please sure to download Irian. Yeah. There we go. Okay. With that said, let's see who we can go redirect to for today. Let's go say hello to... Can I rate you guys in... Actually, no, I'm not going to be autistic this time. We'll go say hi to Minto today. Yeah, we'll go say hi to Minto. Alrighty. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope you... Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed our What Grinds My Gears. I love doing this stream. It's honestly, I feel so much more relaxed. I feel burnt out, but I'm like, dang, I finally got like all this out of me. It was really, really good. I gotta do this more often. This is also like this is like therapy for me. Thank you, Zero, for the 5 memberships to Electric, Fry, Arch, Corvus, and or not Corvus. You're saying Otsuna, Noxus, and Jagacha. Thank you. Yeah, it's cathartic. Exactly. It's very, very cathartic. Alrighty. You guys go say hi to Minto. I gotta prepare for my meeting. So I will see you guys later. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you. And I will see you guys tomorrow for VTuber Media Share. So come by for some nostalgic VTuber clips and relax with me on a Friday night. Yeah! Alright, let's say it all together, everyone. せーの。おつにゃ、おつにゃ、おつにゃ、にゃ、にゃるー。Okay. Good night, everyone. Have a good Thursday. Enjoy Taco Thursday. If you didn't do Taco Tuesday. おつにゃ。Bye bye.